The observation deck of the UES Defiance hummed with quiet tension as Captain Sarah Chen watched the Zephyrian fleet arrange itself in perfect formation beyond the asteroid field. Each ship gleamed like a silver needle against the star-drunk void, their movements precise and calculated. Beautiful, even. It was almost a shame they'd come here to die. 16 dreadnoughts, 42 cruisers, and what looks like 130 escort vessels, reported Lieutenant Commander Rodriguez from the tactical station. They've got us outgunned 8-1, Captain. Chen nodded, her weathered hands clasped behind her back. At 63, she'd seen humanity's first stumbling steps into the galaxy, watched them meet species that had mastered faster-than-light travel while humans were still figuring out fusion reactors. The Galactic Council had been, politely, dismissive when Earth applied for membership 30 years ago. "Weapons range in 12 minutes, called out Ensign Patel, his voice steady despite the odds. The Zephyrians had fired the first shot 6 months ago at Kepler Station. No warning, no declaration of war. Just a surgical strike that vaporized 3,000 souls in the span of a heartbeat. Their message afterward had been brief and contemptuous. Remove your kind from this sector. You do not belong among the Sioux. Stars. Chen had been at the memorial service when Admiral Reyes delivered humanity's response. We didn't start this war, but we'll finish it. Captain, Rodriguez's voice cut through her memories. Incoming transmission from the Zephyrian flagship. On screen, the bridge's main display shimmered, revealing Commander Veltar of the Zephyrian Imperial Navy. His elongated skull and chromatic skin patterns marked him as nobility among his kind, the sort who believed the galaxy belonged to those who'd claimed it first. His golden eyes held nothing but disdain. "Human vessel!" Veltar's voice carried the musical quality typical of his species, though his words dripped with venom. "You will surrender immediately. Your ship will be impounded, your crew processed for deportation to your origin system. This is your only warning." Chen stepped forward, her gray uniform bearing the scars of countless campaigns. "This is Captain Sarah Chen of the United Earthship Defiance. I'm afraid I'll have to decline your generous offer." Veltar's head tilted, a gesture that might have been amusement among his people. "Your species displays remarkable ignorance of military realities. We have analyzed your technology extensively since Kepler Station. Your weapons are crude, your shields primitive, your tactics predictable." "You're probably right," Chen admitted with a slight smile. "We're newcomers to this whole space warfare thing. Been at it for what, 30 years? You've had 30,000. She paused, letting that sink in. "But here's the thing about humans, Commander. We're quick learners." The alien's expression shifted almost imperceptibly. "You speak of learning as though you will survive this encounter." "Oh, we won't," Chen said matter-of-factly. "This ship, this crew, we're going to die today. But that's not really the point, is it?" On the tactical display, Chen could see the massive human fleet moving into position on the far side of the system. 200 ships, including the new Retribution-class dreadnoughts built from wreckage, recovered at Kepler Station. The Zephyrians hadn't detected them yet. Their sensors, for all their sophistication, weren't designed to pierce the unique gravitational distortions around this particular red giant. "The point," Chen continued, "is that you made a mistake at Kepler Station. You showed us your technology, your weapon signatures, your shield frequencies, your engine emissions, all carefully recorded by our deep space monitoring stations." Veltar's chromatic skin patterns began shifting toward deeper hues. "Among Zephyrians, Chen had learned this indicated growing unease. You see, Commander, humans have this peculiar trait. When someone hits us, we don't just hit back. We figure out how to hit harder. We take your weapons and make them better. We study your tactics and develop counters. We turn your own advantages against you. Chen's smile widened. We spent 6 months doing exactly that. Impossible, Veltar hissed. Your technology is centuries behind ours. Was, Chen corrected. Past tense. Funny thing about humans, we have this nasty habit of adapting, surviving, evolving. She gestured to her tactical officer. Show him. The defiance suddenly blazed, with energy signatures that made Veltar's eyes widen in shock. Weapons systems that shouldn't exist on a human vessel powered up, their frequencies matching, no, exceeding, Zephyrian military specifications. How? Veltar began. Reverse engineering, Chen explained casually. Turns out, when you blast apart a space station, you leave a lot of debris behind. Debris containing fragments of your weapons, your shield generators, your computer systems. We're very good at putting puzzles back together. The Zephyrian commander was now cycling through rapid color changes, the equivalent of human panic. This changes nothing. You are still outnumbered. By your fleet? Absolutely. Chen's expression turned predatory. But who said this was about your fleet? Space around the Zephyrian formation suddenly erupted with new contacts as the main human battle group dropped out of hyperspace, their approach masked by the star's interference. The enemy ships found themselves caught between two forces. Their perfect formation now a liability rather than an asset. The first shot wasn't ours, Chen said softly, watching as human torpedoes, upgraded with Zephyrian technology, streaked toward their targets. But the last one will be. Veltar's image flickered as his ship's systems came under assault from weapons that used his own people's technology against them. This is impossible. No, Commander, Chen replied as explosions began, blooming across the Zephyrian fleet. This is human. The transmission cut out. Through the observation ports, Chen watched as the battle unfolded exactly as humanity's new tactical doctrine dictated. Not the crude slugging match the Zephyrians expected, but a precisely orchestrated symphony of destruction that turned their own technological superiority into a weakness. 20 minutes later, it was over. Admiral Reyes's voice crackled over the comm system. All ships, this is Fleet Command. Zephyrian naval force has been neutralized. Total enemy casualties, 100%. Begin recovery operations immediately. Chen turned to her crew, noting the mixture of awe and grim satisfaction on their faces. Helm, set course for Zephyrian space. It's time to return their favor from Kepler Station. As the Defiance came about, Chen reflected on humanity's place in the galaxy. They might be newcomers, but they'd just announced their arrival in terms the established powers would understand. The first shot hadn't been theirs, but as she'd promised, the last one would be, and in the cold depths of space, the stars themselves seemed to acknowledge a new predator had joined the hunt.